Yeah.
Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. And we got another full slate of MLB to go over for today, and I believe we have one basketball game as well. So should be a nice day for some baseball. Of course, we also have UFC today. But if you guys want to check out what my UFC plays are, those are over on the not picks and parlays, but another stream that I did yesterday. If you guys want to check out my UFC picks and predictions, that'll be also on the channel here. Just look under our past videos, and you should see it for UFC Vegas 31. But with that being said, we do have a nice slate of baseball for today, but a quick little recap over what happened yesterday. And yesterday, I think the number one word for me yesterday was frustrating. Starting off with the Indians team total over, the Dodgers first five, and the Dodgers full game run lines all were voided because Colorado went from Senzatella to Chichi Gonzalez, and the Oakland Athletics went from Chris Bassett to Sean Manaea. So very frustrating to start off there. Then I went on to go be, I believe, 0-3 in video picks yesterday. Loser on Arizona first five. Loser on Milwaukee and Cincinnati under first five, and loser on the Texas Rangers first five. I had a loser on the Washington first five, and you know what happened in that game. It was an absolute blowout. My only win was a non-video play, which I beat a huge line movement for. I did give out a free pick on that one the night before at minus plus 148. They made me sweat a little bit, though, those Seattle Mariners at the end of the night there. Not exactly the way I wanted that game to end. A little bit too close for my liking. But regardless, still got the job done. They cashed a plus 148. This morning with my League of Legends plays, if you guys saw our Counter-Strike stream last night, gave out 2. It went 1-1. Lost a little bit of juice because Team We did not sweep. Unfortunately, I had one play circled that I never got around to betting for that slate, which was Rogue Warriors plus 1.5, and then also on the money line. Their plus 1.5 was a plus 216, and their money line, I believe, was a plus 700. I was looking at potentially betting those, and never got around to it, and they win 2-1. So that's just like my type of luck right now. So hopefully today's a little bit better, and we can get some winners here in the MLB. I only have, I believe, 4 video plays for today, so I took it a little bit light on the baseball slate. I do have more action on, I believe, the UFC tonight than I do the MLB. So,
No, that makes a little bit of sense. Yesterday was a little bit of a better day for me. I went up a little bit. Let's see. Yesterday, I had nothing from the doubleheaders. I had the over in the Padres game. Man, that one was a sweat about an inning and a half for an inning and a half.
not even. They had 3 runs in the top of the first. So I was going to say, no, you were feeling good in the first inning.
Not a sweat at all. I had the over in the Blue Jays game. Little did I know it was going to be Blue Jays doing it by themselves. I figured that would be a closer game. Wasn't. I had 2 plays in that Brewers game. I had the under and I had the Brewers. So that one pretty much neutralized it. Brewers were a winner. Under was a loser. Both of those were plus money. So I'm all right with that. Tampa Bay got the job done in 10 innings. Our best play for premiums yesterday was the Chicago White Sox.
That was our only loser for premium plays.
That was our only loser for premium. So that was a good night for that. And then I also had the Seattle Mariners, which cashed nicely, and the Chicago Cubs run line, which also was pretty nice. So overall for video plays, went 6-1, up 5.7 units off of that. So my record is I'm now 10 games over 500, and I'm up 35 units for the year. Gotta get them roof doggies.
Oh yeah.
What up, my guy? Let's cash today. Let's do it.
Let's get paid in full. All right. Well, let's kick off this MLB slate down. Why don't we get right to it? And we will start it off here with a doubleheader game. I know it's your ultimate favorites for these ones. The Detroit Tigers are hosting the Minnesota Twins. I feel like we've broken this game down before. It's Urania and Barnes. Barnes making his major league debut. I'm not going to waste much time on this one. We went over this game yesterday. We both passed on it. I'm passing it out again today. I would lean towards the over in this one. It is an 8, though. If you wanted the over, you had to get it this morning at 7.5. That's gone up, and I don't blame them. These are two teams where Urania is not someone you can particularly trust to get you any type of good type of pitching. So it is what it is. I'm passing on this game. I'm not going to do a huge breakdown like I usually do for most games, just because we did that yesterday. So I'm going to just start it off with a simple pass on this one.
Yeah, I gotta say this has gotta be the my two favorite things. Doubleheader game of two teams that absolutely suck. No, I'm not betting this one. We went over this one yesterday, as we said. If anything, it was a lean towards the over, but nothing I'm interested in now.
Fair enough. Then let's move on to the next one. There's no use in really having to go over that one too much.
Let's cash. Let's make some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Decide about the NBA picks. I mean, there's only one game, and I have a couple plays. I have one play for that, but yeah, that's at the end of the show, though.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, though. The Toronto Blue Jays host the Texas Rangers in their last series at Buffalo this year. They announced yesterday, starting July 30th, the Toronto Blue Jays will be playing home games at Rogers Center again. So I'm very happy for them there. But looking at this pitching matchup, Kobe Allard taking on Hungjin Ryu. Kobe Allard, 2-6, a 3.69 ERA, a 1.07 WHIP in 63 and a third innings pitched. He has 61 strikeouts and 13 walks. On the opposite side, Hungjin Ryu, 8-5, a 3.56 ERA, 1.17 WHIP in 98 and 2/3 innings pitched, 81 strikeouts and 23 walks. Looking at pitcher profit rankings for this one, Hungjin Ryu, the Blue Jays are 10-7 when he starts. You're up $115 backing him. Allard, you're down $469 backing him this season. With that being said, looking at the Blue Jays at a minus 213, the opposite way is a plus 194 for this game, over under 9.5. And I'm staying away from this one here. I would lean towards no one. This game is priced correctly. I had this game priced around minus 200 for the Blue Jays. So no value on the Rangers today. Actually, the Rangers have been bet a decent amount. They were around plus 216 last night. They're now down to plus 194. So plenty of Rangers money has come in on tonight. I can see it a little bit after being embarrassed last night, but I'm not touching this Rangers team. Kobe Allard's not looked great at all this season. His stats can back up that. And, I'm just staying away from this matchup. There's no point in having to get involved with this one.
Yeah, I did have a bet on this one, and actually we'll now bring up the bets. I went over in this game. It worked out for me yesterday. I think it's going to work out again today. Hungjin Ryu has been very shaky. In his last 3 starts, he allowed 9 runs in 15 and 2/3 innings. Not particularly good. I think he gets tagged up again. Once again, we're in that small ballpark in Buffalo. I think there's going to be runs. There normally is, and I think that they're going to do it again. So I am taking the over in this game. I think the bats come out to play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is something special. You already knew that. I think he gets another dong tonight. That could be an interesting one. I think that's like a plus, less than a plus 200 at this point for him to hit a homer. So might be interested in that, but I definitely think these pitchers get tagged up, and I'm going to go over in this game.
All right, sounds good.
We'll go over NBA at the end of the show, because we go over the baseball slate and then we'll go over the NBA. If you guys are interested in, if you guys are just here for the NBA, I will give you guys a link, just real quick. This is my free pick video for the NBA game. If you guys are here just for the NBA, figured give you that. But if you guys are here for the for baseball, we'll be doing baseball for the next little bit. Go over the entire slate of games, and then we'll jump into that game.
Sounds good. All right, moving on to the next matchup here, we have the Oakland Athletics and the Cleveland Indians. It is a minus 172 for the Indians, plus 158, or minus 172 for the Athletics, plus 158 for the Indians. Over under 9 runs for this game. And where are you looking at for this matchup?
I passed on this one. It's just I didn't really. If anything, it would be a lean towards the over, but this Oakland team doesn't really hit that well. Their pitching's been solid, but they're not really hitting that all that well. And this Indians team, I can never trust. I wouldn't lay the minus 170 on Oakland. Not interested in the run line. So I pass on this game overall. If anything, a lean towards the over in this game, but nothing betting for me.
Yeah, I got you there. Looking at the pitchers for this matchup, we have Cal Quantrill. He's 1-2, a 4.23 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, and 61 2/3 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts, and 20 walks. On the opposite side, Frankie Montas, 8-7, a 4.41 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, has exactly 100 innings pitched, 105 strikeouts, and 28 walks. Looking at player profit rankings, both these pitchers are slightly in the negatives. Frankie Montas is the Athletics are 9-9 when he starts. You're down $13, and Quantrill, the Indians are 3-4 when he starts. You're down 166. But for me, looking at this game, I took a shot here at the Indians team total over 3.5. I got it this morning at minus 120. It's now minus 125. I still don't mind that price. 4 runs, I don't think is too much to ask for. Plus, Frankie Montas is a very hit or miss pitcher. And the Indians were able to get 4 runs last night. I think they can go ahead and do it again today. Give me the team total over for the Cleveland Indians. Hopefully, no pitching switch for this one.
No, I agree with that one. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
should have a fun one here.
Yeah. 2 very bad pitchers, 2 very bad teams, and let's have some fun. Chicago Cubs are at the Arizona Diamondbacks, a minus 131 for the Cubs, a plus 121 for the Diamondbacks, over under 8.5 runs for this one. Adbert Alzolay takes on Zach Gallen for this matchup. Alzolay 4-9, a 4.66 ERA, a 1.09 WHIP, and 77 1/3 innings pitched, 81 strikeouts, and 22 walks. On the opposite side, Zach Gallen 1-4. A 4.17 ERA, a 1.39 WHIP, and 41 innings pitched, 49 strikeouts, 21 walks. Looking at these player profit rankings, both these pitchers are great money burners. Alzolay, the Cubs are 5-10 when he starts. You are down $527 backing Alzolay this year. Zach Gallen, the Diamondbacks are 2-7 when he starts, and you're down $452 backing him this year. This is a easy stay away for me. I want nothing to do with this game. I took a shot on the Diamondbacks last night. I have this game priced around a minus 105, so maybe or minus 105 for the Cubs, so maybe some value on the Diamondbacks here at home. But I'm not touching this Diamondbacks team right now. They burned me yesterday. I can see them burning me again today. I would lean towards them on the team total though, over 3.5. If anything, take Zach Gallen out of this matchup and just hope they score some runs against Adbert Alzolay. But I am not relying on Arizona today, so I'm staying away from this passing outlet.
Yeah, I just added one thing to my card, and that's going to be the over in this game. Alzolay has not been pitching well. His ERA is high. He's just not. He's a contact pitcher, and most of the time that contact is not going where he wants it to go. On the other side, Zach Gallen had a little bit of injury struggles this year, but once again, another pitcher that's just not getting offense, not getting lucky with where everybody's hitting them. He's another contact pitcher that's been not working out for him. And I think this one's a higher scoring game. We saw a lower scoring game, a 5-1 game yesterday. I think some runs get scored. Yesterday was on Hendricks and on Madison Bumgarner. Today, you get Alzolay and Gallen, which are definitely downgrades from yesterday. I think runs get scored. It's only an 8.5, which is a little bit surprising to me. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets bumped up to a 9. So if you guys like that spot, I would recommend betting it now rather than later, because I think you're going to end up, getting a 9 later. So I do like the Chicago Cubs Arizona game to go over the 8.5. keep in mind these Chicago Cubs. Javier Baez, Rizzo, Bryant, they're all looking to get traded, and they're going to have to perform. So, or they're going to want to perform a little bit more so that they can get selected by a good team. They're going to have a big game today.
Yeah, I saw an interesting article that the Cubs said they're potentially looking to extend Rizzo and Baez, which kind of puzzled me, considering that they've said the opposite for a while now that they had the big losing streak. But I don't know what to think about this Cubs team. But good thing we don't talk about the Cubs team anymore now. We'll move on to the next game. Philadelphia Phillies are Philadelphia Phillies are hosting the Miami Marlins here. -116 for the Phillies, +106 for the Marlins. Over under of 9.5 for this one. We're getting Zach Thompson and Vince Velasquez. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
I passed on this one. Just not really a all appealing spot to me. If anything, this would be another one where I would want to lean towards the over. I have a feeling Grand Salami over could be an interesting play for tonight as well. I just like a lot of runs today. But if anything, maybe you would lean towards the plus money with Miami. But I just don't. I don't have a good feeling on this game. Vince Velasquez has not been pretty lately. He's 3-4 with a over 5 ERA. Thompson's been pitching decent, but if I remember right, isn't he a bullpen pitcher? So that's why his ERA is so low. I could be wrong. Hold on, I'm grabbing his stats real quick. No, he's been no. He's been going decent pace. He started 5 games this year. Maybe a lean towards him, but overall in this game, nothing betting for me.
Yeah, I did post a free pick video for this last night, and the line has moved since it. So another one of these games where I did a free pick video the night before, and beat a line movement. So if you guys saw that video last night, good job. You got a better line on this one. Looking at the pitchers, Zach Thompson 2-2 with the 2.25 ERA, 1 WHIP, 24 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, 7 walks. On the opposite side, Vince Velasquez 3-4, a 5.35 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, and 72 and a third innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and 40 walks. Looking at this matchup, pitcher profit rankings. Thompson 2-3. The Marlins are when he starts. You're down $58, and Velasquez 7-7. You're up $48. Backing Velasquez this year, but looking at this game, both these teams have trended towards the overs recently, especially the Phillies, who have gone over 9 of their last 10 games. And I like the over as well in this game. I got it at 9 last night, around -120. You're getting it at 9.5 now at around -115. I still don't mind the -9, or I still don't mind the over 9.5 for this one. I think we see some runs in this game. I kind of lean towards the Phillies team total over for this one. I see slight value. When I say slight, I'm talking like 1 or 2 cents now for this game of value on the Phillies. I had this price around -117, -118. So not much value on the Phillies for the side, but I do like the over in this game, 9.5 at -115.
Sounds good to me. We get to move on to this game, which that was a fun game to watch last night. We had the San Diego Chargers taking on the Washington football team.
Yeah, exactly. It sure felt like a 24-8. That looked like a football score.
It did. It did.
But looking at this matchup here, we have the San Diego Padres at the Washington Nationals. -129 for the Padres, +119 the opposite way with the Nationals. Over-under of 9.5 runs for this game. Blake Snell takes on Patrick Corbin. And no surprise, there has been a little bit of Padres money coming in. They were around a -1, I think, 15, -117 last night. And now they are up all the way to -129, creating a little bit of value on this Nationals team. Blake Snell this year, has not looked good on the road. That's the one big red flag here. If you are looking to back this Padres team today, yeah, I couldn't think for a second there. Blake Snell 3-3, a 4.99 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, but on the road, 0-3 with a 9.09 ERA. He's looked awful on the road. 73rd innings pitched, 93 strikeouts, 44 walks. On the other side, Patrick Corbin, 6-7, a 5.40 ERA, a 1.40 WHIP in 93 in the third innings pitched, 73 strikeouts and 31 walks. And I kind of lean towards this team total over with the Nationals after being embarrassed last night. They scored 8 runs still, so I feel like the team total over is a spot here for the Nationals. And I'll add that to my card here. Team total over Washington, 4.5 at plus 100. I feel like this is a nice little spot for them to get a little bit of a revenge after what happened last night. It's a pitcher that struggles on the road in Blake Snell. So I can definitely see some runs for the Nationals in this spot. And I think that's a nice little potential spot for that. So give me the team total over for the Washington Nationals in this spot.
I like that spot too, but I'm going slightly different. I'm just going to go over in general in this game. Because when I like to go overs, I know you're really good with your team totals. I'd rather go full game because then I'm not just relying on one team. Both teams can go ahead and score and get me some runs. So I do like the over in general in this game. It's a 9.5. We saw a big game yesterday out of these two teams against bad pitching. And we're getting pretty much the same thing today. We get Blake Snell, who has not been good on the road, and Patrick Corbin, who has not been good this year. Both of them pretty much with 5 or over 5 ERAs. You're going to get some runs in this game. We saw San Diego's offense perform. I think we're just going to see it again. We saw Washington's offense hit. I think we see it again. I'm going over in this game. I don't think the pitching has good games. I'm getting another. I'm not as big as we did last night, but I'm getting another high-scoring game tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree at that point. I really like that spot as well, but I like the team total over a little bit more. I can just worry about the Nationals scoring some runs against Snell. All right, moving on to this next spot here. We have the New York Mets at the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're getting Taylor McGill taking on Will Crowe. The Mets are a minus 162. It's a plus 149 the other way with the Pirates over under of 9 runs for this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
I passed on this one. Miguel has been pitching good for the Mets this year to start off, so that's at least a positive sign there. Hasn't gotten his first win yet. That's because of bullpen issues, but and lack of run support. But he has not gotten a loss. On the other side, you get Will Crowe, who has been awful. 1-5, over 6 ERA, in an age where pitching has been good, he has not. And if anything, maybe look at the over in this game. It's at a 9. Don't really particularly mind that one, but overall, just nothing I want to get into because I'm not going to lay the minus 159 with the Mets, and just not a spot that I want to get to right now.
Yeah, I do have a play on this game, but looking at the pitchers first, Taylor McGill is 0-0 this season with a 3.5 ERA. That's because in only 2 of his starts, he's actually reached the full 5 innings. 1.28 WHIP in 18 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts and 9 walks. On the opposite side, Will Crowe is 1-5 with a 6.05 ERA, 1.62 WHIP in 55 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts and 27 walks. And looking at this matchup here, even though it doesn't seem like one, I see a definite pitching advantage for the New York Mets on this spot with Taylor McGill. Looking at the player profit rankings, Taylor McGill, the Mets are 4-0 when he starts. You're up $367 backing Taylor McGill. On the opposite side, you're down $181 backing Will Crowe at a 4-8 record so far this season. The Pirates have when he starts. I'm looking at the New York Mets on the first 5 run line, minus a half a run at minus 115. I definitely expect the Mets to have a lead at the end of 5 innings here. Even though they've struggled a little bit against Pittsburgh, I think this is definitely a spot where they should jump on Will Crowe, which is a borderline AAA pitcher, and they should get some runs against them today. So I like the New York Mets here in the first 5, minus half a run for this matchup.
Sounds good to me. How about this one?
This is our premium pick over on Picks. This is our best bet over on picksandparleys.net. If you guys want to check that out, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. And plus money, honey in the house. How are you doing? All right.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in premiums, there you go. That link is in the description. Go ahead, check that out. We've been hitting 4-1 premium day yesterday, so we've been hitting.
Yeah. Now to our marquee matchup of the day. We have the Baltimore Orioles at the Kansas City Royals. Obviously, that is sarcasm. These are two dumpster fires of teams. To believe in one point in April, we were saying that the Kansas City Royals possessed the best record in baseball. That did not age well. But with that being said, we have the Kansas City Royals minus 148 for this matchup. It's a plus 137 the other way, with the Orioles over under 9.5 runs for this game. Jorge Lopez, Brady Singer, two potential Cy Young winners here. Where are we looking for this matchup?
You sure this matchup's better than that double header Detroit game? I don't know. That's a close one right there.
That's a tough one, yeah.
No, but in all reality, two things I don't like betting in baseball, and that is double headers and matchups of two teams that absolutely suck. Because I don't know what I'm going to – I mean, there's always like, what, 4 things that's guaranteed in life. Life, death, taxes, and the Baltimore Orioles sucking. So, if anything, maybe go after the over in this game. Runs could get scored, but I am not betting on a matchup that is like this. It's not pretty. And just there's so many better spots on the slate. Do you really have to bet on a Baltimore-Kansas City game?
Is that rhetorical? Or?
That being said, Nick, where are you betting this game?
I am looking at a bet in this game. Thank you very much. Starting looking at the pitchers here, Jorge Lopez has been absolutely horrible this year. 2-12 with a 5.95 ERA, a 1.67 WHIP, 84 2/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 81 batters, walked 38. On the opposite side, Brady Singer 3-6, a 4.52 ERA, a 1.48 WHIP, in 85 2/3 innings pitched, 91 strikeouts, 36 walks. And if there's any pitcher in the major leagues, I will tell you never ever bet on. It's Jorge Lopez this year. Looking at the player profit rankings, I need to flip my page. Brady Singer is 6-12. The Royals are down. You're down $560 backing Brady Singer this year, but that's cute compared to the dead last Jorge Lopez, 4-14. The Orioles record when he starts. You're down a solid $893 backing Jorge Lopez every single game this season, and I don't expect that to get any better anytime soon. Give me the Kansas City Royals team total over 4.5 runs at minus 135. I expect this game to be an absolute run fest. I like the over as well, but I like Kansas City's team total even better. This is a spot where the Royals should absolutely mash against Jorge Lopez. Give me the team total over 4.5 at minus 135. Think we can get a discount for this one. And looking at the over as well, Baltimore has gone over in 7 straight games, and it's been mostly their pitching. It's easy to bet overs in Baltimore games when their rotation is Matt Harvey, Jorge Lopez, Kobe Aiken. Like, this is a bad rotation. And their only competent pitcher is on the IL right now, John Means, unless they would have a halfway decent one pitcher. So, yeah, over for this game, but more specifically, team total over for the Kansas City Royals in this spot.
Yeah. I agreed with David here saying stay away game. So that's fine. We have a couple games left.
Yeah. And we're moving on here to the game with, I believe, the most profitable pitcher on the slate here. We have the San Francisco Giants at the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a minus 117 for the Giants. It's a plus 107 for the St. Louis Cardinals. The over-under is 8 for this game. Anthony DeSclafani takes on Kwang Hyun Kim. DeSclafani 10-3 with a 2.68 ERA, a 1 WHIP, and 107 and third innings pitched, 99 strikeouts and 29 walks. On the opposite side here, Kwang Hyun Kim 4-5 with a 3.11 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, and 72 and third innings pitched, 59 strikeouts and 25 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings, Kim 9-6, the Cardinals record when he starts, you're up $123. Anthony DeSclafani, the most profitable pitcher on the slate, ranked number 6 in all of the MLB out of 86 pitchers. DeSclafani is the Giants are 13-5 when he starts. You're up $798. So he's been an absolute cash cow this year. But looking at this game, it's a stay away from me. I think this game is priced about right. I have this game priced around -110, -112 for the Giants. So personally, for me, I don't have any action on this game. And I feel like there's better spots on this card. I was very selective on this card. Yeah, I don't have too much action on it. It's just not a game I got to.
I got to it. There's no way that this line should be close to a pick'em. With Antonio DeSclafani on the mound for the Giants against a Cardinals team that's not been good, against Kim, who has not been good, and DeSclafani's pitching, who was an all-star. He's 10-3 with an under 3 ERA. No, this should be a Giants game all the way. I got the Giants -115. I think it's a really solid spot. I would even be intrigued to go after the Giants on the run line at +144. I wouldn't mind that. But for this one, I went with San Francisco Giants. I think it's a solid spot. They're the best team in baseball for a reason. Antonio DeSclafani has been a good reason why they're up that high. I'm grabbing the Giants at -115 today.
All right, sounds good. Can't go away from plus money there if you're looking at that run line. But looking at this next matchup, though, we have the Houston Astros are at the Chicago White Sox. Jake Odorizzi, which we all know we can all hit Jake Odorizzi's fastball against Lucas Giolito. It is a -112 for the White Sox. It's a +102 the opposite way with the Astros. Very rare plus money opportunity spot with the Astros here. Over-under of 9 runs for this game. Are we looking at the Astros here at plus money?
No, I'm not. I'm going back to Chicago. Odorizzi, even though Giolito's been having a bad year, I still think Giolito has the pitching advantage in this game. And I think that Chicago's favored for a reason. Money's coming out on Chicago. I think they come back after a bad game yesterday. And I think they get the job done today. Odorizzi had a bad start. He's been pitching a little bit better lately, but still nothing to go run home and, oh my God, he's so good. No, he's not. I'd rather go after Lucas Giolito. I think that the White Sox get the job done at home, and I grabbed them at a nice price of -112.
Sounds good. Yeah, for me, looking at this game, I forgot I had to break down this game as well. Jake Odorizzi 3-4 with a 3.61 ERA. Get this, a .99 WHIP, a WHIP under 1 for Jake Odorizzi, and 47 and third innings pitched, 44 strikeouts and 12 walks. On the opposite side, Lucas Giolito 7-6, a 4.15 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, and 104 innings pitched, 125 strikeouts and 33 walks. So his strikeout number is still high, but this has been a very disappointing year for Lucas Giolito, for someone who I thought had a good chance to win the Cy Young. And looking at the player profit rankings, Jake Odorizzi, the Astros are 4-6 when he starts. You're down $279. Which is 148th on my list. The one right above him, 147, Jake Odorizzi. 9-9, the Astros record when he starts. You're down $270. Looking at this matchup, it's an easy stay away for me for this one. I had this game priced around a pick'em. If a little bit more White Sox money came in, I would see a little bit of value on the Astros here. So I'm staying away from this game. It'd be no lean or anything like that for me. Just staying away.
Fair enough. I think this next one could be pretty fun.
Yeah, we have a battle of a couple all-stars in this matchup here. We have the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Nathan Eovaldi takes on Garrett Cole for this matchup. It's a minus 126 for the Yankees, plus 116 for the Red Sox, over under 8 runs for this game. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
I'm gonna type it in. Went with the underdog. I went with the Boston Red Sox today. Everybody knows how much I love to fade Garrett Cole. I think it's fantastic. And the bipolar Yankee. No. Oh, okay. Sorry. There was a notification that popped across the bottom of my screen. I clicked on it before I clicked on the comment. It started sending me to a Facebook page. The bipolar Yankees, 100%. But I want to bring up numbers to help me with my thing, because if we look for Eovaldi's doing pretty well. Where's Garrett Cole on this list?
For player profits?
Yes, hold on. I'm
160th overall.
I love fading Garrett Cole. 9-9. You're down almost $400. Yeah. Yankees aren't hitting. That's the big thing. It might get rained out. Oh, that sucks. Still, yeah. I went with the Boston Red Sox in this one. I think Eovaldi has a good game. He was an all-star. Cole was an all-star as well, but I don't think he deserves to be, but at the same time, I don't think so. He hasn't been the same since the sticky ban. I know we've been saying this each and every time. Yes, last time he came out through 9 innings, 130 pitches, 3 hit the Astros, but the Astros have been struggling too. So I'm going after Boston this game. I just think that that's the better spot. I got him at a plus 140 last night or this morning. Yeah, I bet it this morning at like 8 a.m. before when I was looking for the Counter-Strike game. And this is just a good spot. They obviously money's come in on Boston now. They're plus 116. Still like that price. I got Boston today against the New York Yankees. Fade Garrett Cole. Fade him.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention. Terry says, "Hey boys, I'm sorry, I'm late to start from the beginning." All right. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another. I'm just kidding.
So we're gonna start off with the Detroit in a minute.
No.
But
I'm just messing with you there, Terry. Looking at this matchup here, Nathan Eovaldi 9-5 with a 3.66 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, 103 innings pitched, 103 and a third innings pitched, 99 strikeouts and 20 walks. On the opposite side, Garrett Cole 9-4 with 2.68 ERA, 0.93 WHIP, 114 innings pitched, 147 strikeouts, 22 walks. These two all-stars going up against each other, and I'm staying away from this game. Yeah, I feel like if you liked Boston, you missed your line, definitely. Contrary to what Tim said, you missed your line. And at this point, if I had to bet it right now, I would lean towards the Yankees in this spot at the line that it is at now. That's just because the huge line movement. But the only thing that I couldn't really back right now is I think Judge is out. They're missing a couple guys. And Duhar, I think, was hitting 5th or 6th yesterday. I mean, this is a bad Yankees lineup right now with a couple players out. And they can barely hit with those players in the lineup. So this is an easy stay away for me here. I'm not trying to get involved at all in this game. Maybe I lean towards the under because Boston's been leaning towards that recently. But I'm staying away from this matchup here. Just not a spot that I need to get to at all.
Oh, makes sense. I still like it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next spot here. And I believe this may be my last play of the night. Or last play of the slate. We're looking at the Atlanta Braves hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a minus 109 for the Braves. It's a minus 101 for the Rays. We're getting Max Fried taking on Josh Fleming, the matchup for this matchup here. Over under 8.5 for this game. Where are you looking at for this spot?
I do have one more play on the slate, and it's not from this game. It's actually from the last game, but I went after the Tampa Bay Rays last night. Cashed that one nicely. I just don't think there's any value on this game. I just at least on the sides. I would want either one of these teams to be plus money to go after. I think this one's essentially a pick 'em, and the fact that we're getting both these at a minus 107, minus 103, it's just not a spot I want to get to. If anything, once again, lean towards Tampa. I do think they're the better team, but not a game that I want to go after. Looking at the pitching matchup, it's Fleming versus Fried. Just gotta be careful with it. Maybe look towards the over, but ultimately not really too interested.
Yeah, and actually, I'm mistaken. I didn't have a play on this game. I thought I did. I was leaning one way and just never got to it just because I felt like that wasn't the right line. But for me, looking at this matchup, Josh Fleming has actually been pretty decent this year. 7-4, a 3.26 ERA, a 1.03 WHIP, 69 nice innings pitched. 42 strikeouts and 17 walks. On the opposite side, Max Fried, 6-5, a 4.71 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 72 2/3 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts and 25 walks. Looking at the pitcher profit rankings here, when Josh Fleming starts, the Rays are 2-4 though, down $205. He has a lot of games where he comes in as the primary reliever or whatever. With the behind the opener. On the opposite side, Max Fried, the Braves are 7-7 when he starts. You're down $167. So both these pitchers are not particularly ones you want to back when they are starting. It would be a lean toward Tampa Bay. The play I almost jumped on is the team total over 4.5. I would prefer that around a 3.5 at a little bit of a different price. I know it's plus 110 for over 4.5. I was probably going to look for 3.5 around minus 120, minus 125, just because I think 4 is maybe the right number for the Rays tonight. So I'm staying off of this matchup here. I lean towards the Rays team total, lean towards the Rays, not getting any action though.
Sounds good. How about this beauty of a game?
Oh, yeah. A very reasonable line here for the Dodgers, obviously. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Colorado Rockies to minus 245 for the Dodgers, plus 220 for the Rockies. Over-under of 11.5 runs for this game. Walker Buehler takes on Kyle Freeland for this matchup. Walker Buehler, 9-1, a 2.36 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, 114 1/3 innings pitched, 114 strikeouts, and 26 walks. Kyle Freeland, 1-3, a 5.48 ERA, 1.66 WHIP, 42 2/3 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts, 18 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings, these players have drastically different records and are divided by $34. Kyle Freeland ranked 99th on this on my list. The Rockies are 4-5. When he starts, you're down $30 backing him. This stat really jumped off my page though. Walker Buehler, he's ranked 84th. The Dodgers are 12-6 when he starts, and you're up $4 backing him this year.
Shows how much juice.
Yeah, especially when you have to pay minus 245 for him. So what we're obviously doing for this game is we're laying the minus 245 with the Dodgers. I'm joking. Please don't lay minus 245 with the Dodgers. One thing I saw a line for this one that I thought was absolutely insane is the Dodgers team total. I was thinking, okay, maybe I might back the Dodgers team total. Not at 7.5, which I think is the highest we've seen all year. We're asking the Dodgers to get 8 runs to cash that over. I might lean towards the under 7.5 runs, to be completely honest, for this Dodgers team. But I'm not getting involved in this game. I can see this easily being a 10-5 game like it was last night. Yeah, this is definitely not a spot. Even on the run line, the Dodgers are a minus 165. So it's not like they're getting any value here. If anything, take a stab on the Rockies. One stat that really popped off the page for me here is the Rockies are 31-17 at home, but they're 9-34 on the road.
Yeah, they've been a good home team.
Yeah. So personally, I'm staying away from this game though. There's no need to have a play on this one. This is just a ridiculous line. For even a run line, a team total, a money line, anything Dodger related, they've priced that way out of range today.
Yeah, obviously, if you're gonna go after them, after the Dodgers, do it on the adjusted run line. Grab them plus 1.5 runs at minus 505. That's definitely
that's a smart run. Yeah.
No. In all
Parlay
seriousness,
piece.
please be smart. Don't be laying lines that big. That's not a good idea. You're going to lose money in the long run if you're betting lines that are over 240, 250, because essentially you need the Dodgers to win 3 straight games of minus 240, minus 250 ball. And come on. Do you really want to be laying that? Not. And then even if you wanted to lay the run line's at a freaking what? Minus 164. No. I don't know why you would want to go after this one. Just go to a better game. LA Dodgers most hits. Are you saying that they have the most hits in the majors? Or are you saying that they get the most hits on the slate? Yeah, by the way, that's 7.5. That is freaking nuts. I still think that would go over. Keep in mind they are in Coors Field. So, but no, please don't bet this game. Go after a different game. There's so much better games. I like this game. Let's go over this game instead.
Yeah, this is our final matchup of the night. We have the Seattle Mariners at the LA Angels. The Mariners cashed my free pick yesterday at plus 148. But looking at this game now, a minus 135 for the Angels, plus 125 for the Mariners, over under 8.5 for this matchup. Some Angels money coming in here. They were around a minus 117 when I did my numbers this morning. And plus 125 the opposite way with the Mariners. Yusei Kikuchi takes on Alex Cobb for this matchup. The All-Star Yusei Kikuchi, 6-4, 3.48 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, and 98 in the third innings pitched, 98 strikeouts, and 34 walks. He is coming off the IL. On the other side, Alex Cobb is 6-3, a 4.23 ERA, a 1.23 WHIP, and 66 innings pitched, 74 strikeouts, and 21 walks. Alex Cobb has pitched much better this season. Looking at the player profit rankings, Yusei Kikuchi, the Mariners are 8-8 when he starts. You are up $288 backing him, though. On the other side, ranked number 28, Alex Cobb, 9-4. You are up $337 backing Alex Cobb this year. So both these pitchers are profitable pitchers. They're good pitchers to back. I'll lean towards the Mariners in this spot. I had this game priced around LA Angels minus 120. So I was leaning towards the Angels this morning when they were minus 117. But at minus 135 and plus 125 the opposite way, it's a lean towards the Mariners. No action on this game for me, though, to close out this slate.
Bet the Cooch! I'm going after Seattle today. We're still getting them at plus money against this Angels team. I don't know why. I really like this price. Kikuchi's an all-star. He's been pitching really well. Cobb's been pitching really well as well this year. But I think Kikuchi has the advantage in this one. I think Seattle's been playing better. Angels have been meh. I think we're getting did anybody have Seattle getting to 50 wins before the Yankees did this year? No, I don't think. No,
I was actually pretty high on the Seattle Mariners coming into this season.
Just stop.
No, I was, and I wasn't super high on the Yankees, so that makes sense. I know the Mariners are not. The Mariners are 49-43, so I don't think they haven't hit 50 wins quite yet. So the Yankees can still beat them there. But that being said, yeah, I definitely was a little higher on than most people on the Seattle Mariners team this year. I just felt like they have decent pitching. I didn't expect Chris Flexen and Logan Gilbert and Yusei Kikuchi to pitch the way they have this season. So this has been Marco Gonzalez has been a little bit of a disappointment for this team. But other than that, like this Mariners team, I think they can contend for a wild card spot. And I looked at them a little bit at the 22-1 to win the division. Obviously, I think that's a little outlandish because Houston's going to run away at that division. But with that being said, I mean, this Mariners team, don't sleep on them because they're pretty good.
Oh yeah, I grabbed the Mariners to win this game. Cool.
All right, we'll move on to our NBA now. In this matchup,
but before we do that, I always have to do this. A little bit of housekeeping and everything. If you guys are new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the first week of the NFL season. We are at 855 subscribers, so only 145 away. Keep subscribing, keep sharing us out. We appreciate all the support. A bunch of goodies in the description as well if you guys are interested in following our Twitch, Twitter, our Facebook groups in there if you guys are interested in that. And our premium plays, the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel, all that stuff is in the description below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, go follow the entire family. Craig's always live either at night or most of the time at 10 o'clock in the morning. Me and Nick at 11, Higgs at 12, Allie at 1:30. Mondays through Fridays, there's game time decision at 6. No game time decision on the weekends. And then there will don't think there's total chaos tonight, but if you guys are interested, me and Nick will have our Counter-Strike stream, and it will be for the grand finals of IEM Cologne. We still don't know who's in the finals just yet. I have the G2 game on the other monitor. G2 Astralis. G2 won the first map. Astralis is up 11-6 on that second map, so it should be a close competitive series. But winner of that will face the winner of Navi and FaZe today. Get to go over that grand final game tomorrow. That will be around 9-ish tonight. We'll go over that game. And I think Higgs is back to doing late night money for Football Friday, something like that. So he's on winning free picks as well. I'll probably put the link to his stream in the description or his channel in the description or something later on. But that's complete. That's everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the last game on the slate here. It is the NBA game. We're looking at game number 5 here between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. It's a -168 for the Suns. It's a +148 for the Bucks. More importantly, it's a 4-point spread. Over/under of 219 for this matchup. And what are you looking at for this game?
I feel like a broken record. I've been on the Suns this entire series. I just think that they're the better team. They struggled on the road, but if they keep winning their home games, that's all that matters. It's a best of 3 at this point, and they have 2 games at home. I think that the Suns can get it done in 7. I think Phoenix is the solid spot for this one. I'll grab them at home -4, and then I'll end up leaning towards the over in this game. The only game that did not go over was that last one for this 218 total. So I like Phoenix. I like the over. And if you're going to look at some player props, Devin Booker and Chris Middleton. Those have been the 2 most consistent players. I even was talking last night on NBA series futures. No. Game prop futures. No. NBA futures. NBA player futures. Here we go. Hear me out on this one. Chris Middleton, if Milwaukee wins the finals, Chris Middleton MVP of this series, +2,000. Could be very interesting. I'll say he's been better than Giannis this series. I'll say it. He's been better than Giannis. But that's if the Bucks win. I don't think the Bucks win. I think the Suns do. In that case, I like Devin Booker at a +225 to win MVP. But we're not getting into all of that. Well, I mean, if you any player props, the only 2 that I feel confident with would be Booker and Middleton. I believe Booker's price is 28.5, and Middleton's 24.5. I'll go after those for player props. Other than that, not really going to be too interested in anybody else.
Yeah. One thing I have to mention with this game is if you like the Suns to win tonight and you don't feel like laying the -4 or you don't feel like laying the -168 money line, at -148, the Suns to win the series. If you think they win tonight, that line's going to go up drastically. So Suns to win the series at -148 could be an interesting play as well.
Sounds good. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
All right. We'll go over a little recap here, and then we're going to head on out for this stream. So,
you took Middleton under.
He did have big game in game number 4. So.
He's so inconsistent. I mean, but he's been hitting. What is it? Hold on, real quick before we go over the recap. What is his numbers at for this series? Points. 29, 11, but that was in a loss. 18, but that was in a win, and then 40. Now I'd rather take the over in this one, but that's just me.
That's fair. All right. Then we will recap over our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this stream. I'll let you go first.
All right. I got the over in the Toronto game, over in the Cubs game, over in the Padres game. I got San Francisco, Chicago. I got both Sox and Seattle.
Yeah. And for me, I'm on the Cleveland team total over 3.5, the Marlins and Phillies over 9.5, Washington team total over 4.5, Mets first 5 -0.5 at -115, and Kansas City team total over 4.5. Are you still on Misha Tate, not Keisha Tate, by decision? Yes, I like Misha Tate by decision tonight. I think she gets the job done.
Sounds good. All right. I'll let you go ahead and finish out the stream, Nick. Oh, DeAndre Ayton over 12.5 bounds. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'll just be careful with rebound props. That's all.
Yeah, but that's going to just about wrap it up for the stream. We want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live here on ESP, which is every single day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I was joined here by my brother, Tim, and this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching, and good luck today.
See you guys.